Now, the centre today defended the sedition law and asked the Supreme Court to dismiss the pleas challenging it. The court is hearing a batch of pleas challenging the constitutional validity of the colonial-era sedition laws. The pleas challenging the sedition law have been filed by 5 parties. This includes the Editors Guild of India and the Trinamool MP Mahua Moitra. Let's go across to Sukirti Dwivedi for more on this. So, Sukirti, it was only expected that it was the centre's stand on this issue, but on what grounds has it defended the sedition law and asked the Supreme Court to dismiss the pleas challenging it?
Well, Sarah, there are very technical legal grounds on which the centre is defending its stand. One, it is saying that there is already a judgment in the past that has been given by a 5-judge constitutional bench, and they've already examined all the aspects when it comes to the sedition law, especially all the issues with regard to whether any fundamental rights like right to equality or right to life is violated when sedition law is imposed upon someone. And that is why, since all of that examination has already been done, there is no point of reconsidering the entire law again. And what the centre has also added is that they are saying that if there are any instances of abuse of the law, since sedition has often been in the news for misuse of the law, the centre has said if there are any such instances, that does not mean that the law in its entirety should be struck down. What needs to be done is that things like those can be addressed on a case-to-case basis. But the law as a whole is correct, and it should stand in that in the manner it's already there, and it has then requested the Supreme Court to dismiss all of these petitions that have challenged the sedition law.
So, what happens next? When is the Supreme Court expected to take a decision on that?
The next hearing of the case is expected to take place on Tuesday. Since the centre has filed its submission, we are expecting that the petitioners will be filing a counter response very soon on whether they agree with the stand that the centre has taken or not, and whether they want the matter to be referred to a larger bench. So that submission from the petitioner's end is the next thing that is meant to happen. And then finally the hearing will take place on Tuesday, and that's when the court will examine whether it will be dismissing the pleas or it will be referring the matter to a larger bench of 5 or 7 judges, which will be a constitutional bench.
And Sukirti, if you could just take us through again what the plea that challenges the sedition law that has been filed by those 5 parties, on what grounds are they saying, on what grounds have they filed that plea?
Well, there is a batch of petitions that the Supreme Court has been hearing. The main petition before them is one that has been filed by the Editors Guild of India. There are some others from the MP Mahua Moitra. There's also a retired Major General who's filed a petition. But if we look at the Editors Guild plea, they had filed it last year after the government had filed FIRs against several journalists, even against MP Shashi Tharoor, for their tweets about the farmers' protest violence. And after all of those FIRs, the Editors Guild had approached the top court saying that all such FIRs prevent the journalists from doing their duty and are also against the freedom of speech and expression.